Good morning, America. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. It's Thursday, correct? I always have to check with Josh. It is Thursday. Josh has let me know that's a fact, Jack. And it is 8:02, 8:01 in the morning. And it's Thursday, and we're in Ellijay, Georgia, and the pear trees are in bloom. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm not complaining. I know we're talking about rain and last couple of days and nice and warm, and I come out this morning and say, voila, there they are. My 3 pear trees in the front yard are in bloom. Get the Claritin, the allergy medicine out. Now, you can't take one just one time. As Dr. Whaley tells me, you got to get on that allergy medicine, take one every day. There you go. Folks, there's a way to contact the show. Get in touch with us. Let us know what you think about what we're talking about in the mornings. 706-889-9700. It is right here. You can text the show, or you can tell me in a text message, I'd like to be on the show to discuss your topics today. There's the email address 24/7, and also all the media ways, social media ways you can follow us. Now, let's go with this first pick, Josh, because I want to do it this way. Now, yesterday, I don't want to start with Michael Cohen, but I'm going to. All right. I watched probably 4 of the 7 hours. I went back in my office yesterday afternoon, and I watched about 4 of the 7 hours. Then I watched some highlights from some other things. Let's go to number 2. Do you have that picture, number 2? All right. That's okay. That's okay. So as soon as you get it up. Now, President Trump skipped lunch over there in Vietnam and Hanoi. Okay, President Trump said, nah, no lunch. And the media is enjoying showing, and we'll do it later today, but the media is just enjoying showing what? The empty table with plates. And the guy that owns the place saying, am I still getting paid? I know they're not coming. I had the whole rack of lamb ready to go and my white hat, everything. Am I getting paid? So Trump gets up and says, Little Kim, I'm going home. Now you go back there to North Korea and you tell them they're 4 3" people that you haven't fed and God knows how long, that it'll be just some straight rice and soy sauce here for a little bit because I'm going to ratchet things up. There you go. You go back and tell them. If you want your children to be taller than 4'3", you better make a deal, and it better be my deal. That's it. That's it. I mean, have you ever seen a tall Guatemalan? I know, you just got mad at me, right? But now they're starting to eat. They're not mounting the... All right, where the hell did I get off on that? How did I go in that direction? So here's Cohen. Let me just clear something up. There's Cohen. Trump speaks in code to get people to lie. Michael, I didn't see anything. Did you see anything, Michael? I didn't see anything. No, I don't think so. What are you saying, Mr. I'm just saying I didn't see anything. I didn't see nothing. So he speaks in code. Michael Cohen, he is a racist, a con man. All right, so sitting there in the corner, right there with the tie right there, little wrinkled up forehead, would happen to be Lanny Davis. Now, Lanny Davis is supposedly going to wait for the movie deal or the book deal before he gets paid. He's doing the right thing for America because Jim Jordan said, who's paying Lanny Davis? And Michael Cohen looks like, I don't know, I'm not paying him. Well, he's just doing it for free? Well, he's going to wait wait 3.5 years. He's waiting 3.5 years to get paid? I guess so. But that's not what I want to open with. There's 3 subjects I want to open with before we get to 8:30 Carla's Corner and 8:35 tax tips with Beth Bennett. But do you have number 5? Give me number 5. And I just want to do this because this is at 5:55 a.m. this morning. Now, they do a little thing on MSNBC at 5:55 every morning called Axios One Big Thing. And Axios goes through their one big thing stories of the day. And this is what was there. And there you have Lanny Davis and you have Michael Cohen, the crooked attorney lawyer. Okay, I'm going to explain Michael Cohen to you in just a minute. And you're going to say, are you telling me something that somebody else hasn't? I may. The coming examination. Now, let me tell you what yesterday was set up. The coming examination. This hit it, and that's why I wanted to show you that. As the media now in journalism accepts, if this is true, right? That is a new standard. If this is true, not this is true, I'm reporting it. I'm going to tell you now, look right in the camera. Boop, there it is. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm working on a story in Gilmer County that has a lot of moving parts. It's 2 weeks in the making, okay? It may not be the bombshell everybody wants it to be, but Fetcher News has not run any parts of the story because right now we're only at if this is true. So we can't run the story. We deal with this is true, okay? When you see our news, FetcherNews.com, not this opinion show, you get confused. This is opinion show. This is my opinion, period. When you go to FetcherNews.com, you click around, you'll see the news. There you go. So, the coming examination. So this was all set up yesterday. They knew they were not going to achieve anything. So the Senate behind closed doors, okay, the Senate, was it the Judiciary Committee or whatever that he did behind closed doors Tuesday. Now this committee, is this the Oversight Committee or something? Elijah Cummings. And today is going to be behind closed doors in the Intelligence Committee, or I don't know which one, Oversight, whatever it may be. But all of it is set up, all right? Now the Senate, the reason the Senate did their side is that's where they have Republican majority. And the Republican majority wanted to talk to him first, all right? Now, I think what happened on the House side with the 2 committees, the closed door one today and the one from yesterday, I think what happened was they said, look, you get him first. Now, the Senate probably had to take the deal. I don't know why, but the Senate should have went third, so they could have heard everything. But the Republican-led Senate, behind closed doors, wanted to hear what they're up against, because they're the ones that's going to have to drive that side. So then he does a public yesterday, the coming examination, all right? Now, yesterday, the Democrats, not all, but most of the Democrats opened with a little bit, we know, Michael Cohen, you're a liar. We know you've lied before. Yes, I did it. I'm sorry. And no, I'm not Jimmy Swaggart. But all the Democrats made sure, they said he's lying. He's not lying, he's a liar. He's going to jail for lying, whatever. Why? Now it's time to say, but if it is true, I mean, they're going to legitimize all the reasons why they have to have Trump's tax returns. They're going to have to legitimize all the things he said, because they're going to say, if we don't further these investigations, the coming examination, right there on your screen, if we don't look deeper, we'll never know if Cohen lied that day or not. So Cohen, you and I know he's just a liar. He's nothing but a liar. He has forged documents, okay? He was asked yesterday. Now let me tell you something. Jim Jordan does not ask something he doesn't know. Where is your picture of Tom Steyer? Cohen was asked yesterday is this guy, Tom Steyer, impeachthepresident.com or whatever, is this billionaire from California that is pulling the strings on so many of you Democrats. Is he paying your legal bills? Go back to the one, the coming examination. Tom Steyer, right there, right? He just said, no. He looks at Lanny Davis. I'm telling you, Lanny Davis, right behind him, Hillary Clinton. This yesterday was an exoneration of Hillary Clinton on why she lost, is what they're doing. They're still trying to make sure the American people think they have the wrong president, and that Donald Trump did not, and let me tell you what it is. You got to connect all this with the deep state media. Donald Trump did not win the presidency of the United States fair and square. You know, when we were kids, they say you win fair and square, okay? And Donald Trump did not win the president of the United States, should not be president of the United States. We're proving it today, which in turn proves he can't win again if it's a fair election. Oh yeah, this is all mind manipulation. If it's a fair and free election and WikiLeaks doesn't steal the DNC emails and Cohen doesn't hear Julian Assange or Roger Stone on a speakerphone, there's no other witness. Where's the witness? Where is, I was in the room with this person, and this person, and the speakerphone came up. And Trump is that dumb, almost used a bad word, Trump was that dumb that he hit the button and said, go ahead, Roger, I only got 4 people in my office, but tell me something good. Tell me something good. Boom, boom. He lied. Okay, so we know that. But the Democrats are going to say in the media is doing all the roundtables. Did you see them up all night? I mean, they have editors screaming up and down the hall, don't anybody sleep. We're going to the next table. We're going to investigate this thing. I mean, they think they're the Washington Post 1974, right? Excuse me, sorry. Anyhow, the coming examinations, why we have to look. I mean, what Cohen said may not be true at all. But if it is true, we're going to have to go and see if what this guy said is true. If it is true, it's so damning to our country and our democracy, not a republic. You ever notice almost never, especially where Democrats are concerned, do they ever use the republic for which it stands, the republic? They never say this is a directly crumbling our republic. No, it's our democracy. Anyhow, moving right along, the coming examination, it is getting ready to happen. And that's what the Democrats did yesterday. They know Lanny Davis is a piece of garbage right there. That's Hillary Clinton. Might as well have Hillary Clinton sitting in there. They know they've had meetings with Davis. They've had meetings with Adam Schiff. They've had meetings with Warner over in the Senate. There's been group meetings. They know that they dropped, okay? They care less about any rules. Elijah Cummings knows that Lanny Davis dropped Michael Cohen's opening testimony after it was sent to CNN and MSNBC. Now, yesterday morning, CNN and NBC, before he showed up, already were clipping out the sound bites to put up. Lanny Davis knows that they dropped the opening testimony of Michael Cohen, all right, to CNN and MSNBC, maybe ABC too, but I don't know, before they did the Republicans. He also knows that he pushed it as late as he could so Republicans could not formulate a very good response. Now, Democrats are saying, Republicans were all over the place just trying to discredit this guy. Well, there was some all over the place, yes, but really what it is, they didn't have this testimony to prepare where they should go on a lot of things. That being said, the rule is you're supposed to get the testimony of the person 24 hours in advance. And they got it like 5 hours in advance or in the middle of the night. That being said, the coming examination. Cohen has laid the groundwork for the coming examination. Cohen, we're going to have them say this weekend on the Sunday shows, but you're going to hear all day today, you're going to hear tomorrow, you're going to hear it on the Sunday show. We don't know if Cohen, I mean, you're going to have these people look sincere. We don't know if Cohen's telling the truth. We have no idea if he's telling the truth. But should we not find out? And the only way to find out is to look further in to the accusation Cohen makes. The check for $35,000. Okay. What is the, give me number one. I forget what it says. I think I know what number one says. Okay. I don't think that's, what's another one? WikiLeaks denies telephone call with Roger Stone. All right. He doesn't know if he talked to Roger Stone. He said he pushed the speakerphone. All right. Push the speakerphone. Okay. Number 6. All right. I mean, bright and early. Cohen, Trump reimbursed me for hush money payments while in office. Maybe it was his retainer. At this time, he's still a personal lawyer. It's very clear Cohen wanted to work in the White House. He wanted to work in the White House. We know he's lying. Even CNN said he lied. Everybody knows he wanted to work in the White House. It made him very angry when he didn't get in the inner circle. Okay. Number 7, Michael Cohen, President Trump's former attorney. Michael Cohen alleges Trump committed crimes while in office. Number 8. Now here's the person we're interested in, right? Cohen accused Trump of directing hush money payments, manipulating financial records, and knowing about WikiLeaks dump. Is that Weisenberg, right? Is that his name, Weisenberg? The chief financial director of the Trump organization, he has signed an immunity deal or something with special counsel. So anyhow, yesterday was a big day for the left, the Democrats, and continuing. They're going to continue this. I mean, this, I don't want to say it like this, but I said to somebody a long time ago, this gets worse from the standpoint of, yes, the coming investigations, they're going to be nonstop. All right. Let me say something about the North Korean summit in Vietnam really quick. Number 4. Trump leaves, 4 a.m. this morning Mountain Time, meaning the very first thing they're going after. Trump leaves North Korea with no nuclear deal, okay? So, supposedly, and we'll wait for the facts to come out. I know that's an unusual thing there sometimes. But supposedly the President of the United States and Kim Jong-un has a misunderstanding. Now, the North Koreans for years, okay? The North Koreans for years have made their first initial step of saying, hey, here's an olive branch. We want to do the right thing. And then the second one is, oh, we didn't understand you wanted us to do that. So that being said, the North Koreans, Kim Jong-un, they still are going in the same direction of the first summit. Now, I far from think it's over. It takes a long time. I do remember when President Ronald Reagan got up from Reykjavik. All right, I remember, you look in the Reagan diary, and I can't quote it, but President Ronald Reagan said, if we leave now, can we be home in time for supper? I'll look it up in the diary. He wrote it. So he said, let's go. I want to be home. Trump got up and left yesterday. There was a lunch planned and a signing ceremony if it got to that. The media is focusing in on all these empty plates, because of this lunch, all right? And he left, all right? Now, here's an interesting thing. Now, the New York Times or whatever, they're writing nasty stuff about Trump, and obviously there's going to be so many that write that Trump failed here. But Kim Jong-un is not ready to move forward, and Trump said, hey, no, we're not asking for you to dismantle this and leave this. We're telling you, no, we're not giving you relief on sanctions to do a little bit of something. Here's what's going to happen. You know, you're going to dismantle. Think this thing, go home, relax, call Dennis Rodman, watch some, movies, get some of your, get your VCR out because that's your technology, and watch some of your movies, relax, take a break, ride through the country. Hey, you got 2.5 days ride home. Hey, Kim's got a nice ride home to relax and think this over. He's going to be looking through the countryside on his bullet train, 18 mile an hour, getting back to the house. When you get back home, take a little ride through the country and look at the starving people, or, because let me tell you something. I understand they control the media, and the media, biggest crybabies over here talking about Trump controlling the media and so forth, but they control the media in North Korea, and there will be a report, okay? And there will be a report, and they will probably say, Chairman Kim did not bow to the, great giant America and Donald Trump. But still yet, remember, we don't know this, but there's a good feeling in some of the information we have that maybe the people in North Korea on the first summit really felt like they were going to actually eat now, okay? Yeah, and it was actually going to be better times. The second summit kindly fails. Don't think for 1 minute these people over there aren't thinking, wait a minute, hey. That being said, let me say this because I got to do one more thing, go to break, and it's going to be time for Carla's Corner because we got a lot more to say about this in our 9 o'clock hour. Okay, we're going to dig deeper into this. Trump and Kim Jong-un the media is treating it the same way as Smollett. And let me tell you why, okay? Smollett staged a fake news story. Smollett staged a fake news story. Smollett staged all this stuff. The media ran with it. They loved it. They ran with it as fast as they can. Okay? When Smollett got caught, all right, if you would have turned the media on the next day, the media, CNN and MSNBC and them, the media was reporting the Smollett story as if they didn't know what led up to it. Stay with me. The media reported the Smollett story when he got caught and it came out and everything like that. The media erased all their memory of how the Smollett story got to be a national story, got to be about hate crimes, got to be about a mega country, lynching, all the above. They forgot how they got there, but the next day, all of them were doing the story as if, okay, here, we got the facts over here. Wait a minute. You created the story. Same thing here, okay? You need to thank the Democrats, the deep state media, all of them that got together and has attacked the President of the United States to the point when he got to Hanoi. Now think about the first summit. See, President Trump got some good news coverage. You see, on the first summit, okay, Singapore, right? What was there? There was no Michael Cohen. There was no distraction. And the media learned from that because what happened in Singapore, right? Donald Trump had 100% of the networks and the big handshake. And, and then they got mad that he only got a handshake and he fell for it. And but he had all the attention there. And he got a big win just in public opinion. He got a big win when he came home. This time they were determined they would put a stop to it. So they scheduled the Michael Cohen hearings. They were not going to give this guy the big win, right? So all along they have attacked this man to a point that around the world it does not look good what the deep state media is. So Kim Jong-un thinks Donald Trump has to have a big win. He shows up with all the wind in his sails, or his bullet train of 18 miles an hour that drove 18 miles. He had all the mo. He came in with the mo that the Democrats created for him, that the deep state media created for him. He come in with the attitude, you need a win. I've been keeping up back home. I watch a Joe Scarborough. I watch him in the morning. I know you need good deal. You need good deal right here now. No. That's what sabotaged the Democrats. I'm telling you, pay attention. He needed a win. Kim thought he needed a win. Trump called his bluff. Look, you think I need a win in the media. Now, so Trump gets up and comes home. The media this morning, MSNBC, they're on there, David Ignatius, they're actually thinking, Trump probably did the right thing here. And we were hoping he wouldn't give everything away. And this may be one of the better foreign relation moves. Wait a minute. You're reporting this as though you agree Trump came home without any more of a deal or negotiation? What happened? Did you forget about last week and last month? Anyhow, I'm your host, BKP. I'm running along. It's 8:27. I have to get to this. Now, I want you to stay with me throughout the morning, because I want to talk about this, because I'm just going to say this. I know I'm running late. I'm sorry, Carla. I want to say this. Here's the takeaway. First of all, Josh, do you have that representative's picture that I asked for? State Representative Ed Setzler. Is that his name? Okay. Now, this is I think he's from, there he is. He's from State Representative Ed Setzler. On Monday introduced Bill 841, which would they're saying outlaw abortions once a doctor can detect a heartbeat in the womb. Thank you. Thank you. I've been waiting on that. We're going to talk about this bill. We're going to talk about my opinion of the bill. I'd love to hear yours. But I want to say this. Everyone, look at me here, because I know you're probably not watching, because now you're all mad at me. But everyone out there, every single one out there that has posted on social media to call Speaker Ralston's office and call the governor's office and call your representative because of this outrage of legislative leave and what Ralston has done. Okay, every one of you, I want to know if you're going to now, for this bill, the heartbeat bill, that's House Bill 481, I wonder if you will all call the Speaker's office, the governor's office, and your representative's office and say, support this bill. Because I'm going to. I'm your host, BKP. I've gone too long. Carl will be in here. Then it'll be tax tips with Beth Bennett, and then we will be back right after that. So stay with us. Carla's Corner up next.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
It's truck season at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means it's time to haul home a payload of savings. Now save up to $6,700 off new Chevy Colorados at Days, or save up to $10,000 off new Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cabs. If Chevy makes the truck, we've got it, and you're going to save big during truck season. Going on right now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
I thought you and Josh were aware that I need to know the back. I can't be caught off guard with this.
That worked out really well.
Wow.
Isn't that wow?
I love it. Hey, folks, if it's your first time here, it's Carla's Corner, and this is Carla. And Carla said to me this morning, I've got a lot to go over. So I basically think you were sending me a signal like, let me get this going.
Yes.
Is that what you were
Yes.
doing? Okay. Hi, Carla. How are you?
Hi, good.
Do you know where our backdrop is, or is that?
Yes.
Can you tell?
Is this not amazing? This is Gibbs Gardens. And those of y'all that haven't noticed, our March flowers have started blooming. And
Don't remind me.
yeah, so you smell that?
Folks, really, if you're driving out there and your pear trees are starting to bloom, get the allergy
Just
medicine.
go ahead and start the Allegra, because
Get the allergy
it's
medicine.
happening.
But I am going to give you a doctor's orders. Doctor told me directly, don't take it one day and think something happens. You got to take it every day.
That would be me.
What?
I'll take it like twice and then I quit.
No, my doctor on Friday, which most of you know, and it's not Dr. Vinny Boombots, but my doctor on Friday says every day. Go ahead, Carla. What do you have?
So behind us is Gibbs Gardens, and they had to start their Daffodil Color Fest a little early because of spring. Usually it starts March 1st, which is tomorrow, but they have already kicked off Daffodil Color Fest, which lasts all the way through April.
That is beautiful.
And it is gorgeous, and I'm hoping that this little cold snap we're going to get next week does not affect it at all, because they do have it staged where certain ones bloom for several weeks. So you can, oh, my arm just went off the screen, sorry. I did that. Anyway. So be sure to stop by Gibbs Gardens over the next couple weeks through the month of March for Daffodil Color Fest. I wanted to mention our annual St. Patrick's Day celebration will be coming up on March 16th, Saturday, March 16th from 10 to 3. We have lots of information on our website, but you can go ahead and sign up for the parade, to sponsor, be a vendor, to do a pet contest. They're going to have 3 different categories. All that information is on our website. I'm going to touch on some things that are just happening in March and then focus on this weekend. So we also have, my voice is going. Ott Farms will reopen for weekend activities. They had to temporarily close for the winter on weekend activities, but starting this weekend, they will be kicking off their live music and being open on the weekends again. And then in March, we'll have Spring Wine Highway, which is part of the Wine Growers Association, and all of our vineyards participate in Spring Wine Highway. National Pancake Day with IHOP, where you can get the free stacks, is in March. I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. It's on our calendar of events. Gilmer Arts is having their juried show right now, a juried art show. They also have their Best Series performance coming up.
What kind of art show?
It's their juried art show. It's juried, like people jury the pieces of art and they pick the best pieces to have in the show.
Just checking. I don't know. All right. That's new to me.
A lot of local artists. I know Miss Jan Dappin has some new pieces in there. I know Chris Adgate has some pieces. I think I saw this local potter. I can't think of her name right now. It's left me. Max's Holstein, Cheryl Holstein. I think she's got some in there. So anyway, they've got some pieces in their juried art show. They had their reception last weekend, but the show is running for a couple weeks, so you can go to Gilmore Arts and see it. But they're having their Best Series performance on March 16th. That evening, they're bringing in, I'm going to totally butcher her name, Chloe Agnew, but it is Irish style music, so you can definitely enjoy St. Patrick's Day and take that in on that day. Thrift is having their 5th anniversary. Let me go to the deets on that. Where is it? I know I saw it. I'll get it in a minute, but I wanted to come back. Mardi Gras in the Mountains is this weekend. If you have not voted, vote for your king and queen, your local king and queen. Ours is Robert Ferguson and Cindy West. Vote for them. And then tomorrow at 3 o'clock, Southern Flair Antiques and Interiors is doing a Rusty Trucks folk art painting. And let me get the information on. I want to talk about Thrift's anniversary. All right, Thrift's 5th year anniversary event is Saturday, March 2nd. So this Saturday, 11 to 2. They are going to have door prizes, bouncy house slide, face painting, clowns, pictures, refreshments. So come out to Thrift. It's a local thrift store, but it's a little bit upscale for a thrift store. So definitely come check that out. They'll be celebrating their 5th anniversary this weekend. And then I talked about Southern Flair. Oh, the library. Library has tons of events happening this weekend. Those of you that wanted to go to that genealogy, they were having the geology, gold and making of Georgia. They had that scheduled, but then something happened. I think the non-snow day happened or something. Anyway, it got rescheduled, so it's Saturday, March 9th at 2. We also have some ribbon cuttings in March, including our Downtown Welcome Center, which will open on Friday before St. Patrick's Day. I'll be getting a little more detail each week about what ribbon cuttings we have coming up. We just had our business connections at Mountain Cinemas on this past Tuesday. It was great turnout, lots of fun. The food was great. I had not had very much of the food that they sell in the restaurant part of the theater. It's really good. Like, I highly recommend the Godfather pizza and the sweet potato fries and the mozzarella sticks. It was good.
Are we at a point where I can say something?
Yes.
Okay, because I was waiting. Now, Mountain, what's the name? Mountain, I say every week, the cinema?
Mountain Cinemas.
Mountain Cinemas, okay. Now, I want to look into the camera and apologize to Mountain Cinemas. I was not able to make the meet and greet, but if you'll check your records, I was in the theater Saturday to watch Liam Neeson, is that his name? what was it? What is it? Arctic Chill or what was that movie? What's that movie?
I don't.
You know which one I'm talking about, Josh? The new.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Or if look it up for me. But what? Yeah, Liam Neeson is something. Arctic. I don't know what it was, but it's a new. Cold Pursuit had nothing to do with Arctic. Cold Pursuit.
Cold?
It was great. That movie. So I did not make it, but I was there. I was there. Saturday I went to the movies there. Cold Pursuit. It was great. Now I want to say something. Well, again, I want to say something. So the movie was packed, and it was a 3:30 in the afternoon, and the movie's packed. So we pull in, and Lisa says, "I wonder why all these people are here." And I said, "Because it's cold and rainy, and it's a perfect day to go to the movies, right?" So it's packed. We go in, and you pick your seats. Greatest system. I mean, it just blows away the old days, which I love the old days of standing in line and not knowing if it was. See, here's some things that your generation will never know. When the movie sold out, you guys don't know that. Like in the old way, we used to stand in line and get the tickets at the window. And then when there was no more seats, you just put the thing down and you're standing there like, I've been here for an hour and a half.
When I lived in Jasper, we had a one-screen movie
Did
theater.
you?
Yes.
So you honestly know when, you honestly have the feeling of knowing.
I stood in line to get tickets to see Anaconda. Remember Anaconda? That movie was like a zillion years ago.
You know, you're going with, I stood in line to get tickets at the movie at Anaconda, and I'm thinking Star Wars and Rocky. I'm sorry. Yes, I was in line when Rocky came out in Star Wars. All right, so here's the point. You go in and they have these great touch screens and you decide where you want to sit.
I'd use the app.
It's all right.
I just put my tickets on
They
the
have
app.
an app, I understand, but even on the app, they have the seating chart.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's the same thing as being there wherever, right?
And then I get the little card.
Anyhow,
QR code, and
Carla.
they scan it and give me my ticket.
Right, so you can pick your seats. But here's the thing, okay? We get there, and it's packed. There's 4 of us. So there's nowhere in the theater in the upper area, which I like to sit, that there's 4 seats. Because the only
Should've
place...
booked your seats through the app.
I'm never going to get through this. There's 4 seats together in row 2.
Ooh.
No, wait a minute. No, before you say that.
Oh, but you can put the seat back.
You're messing my story up. So, yes, so we're in row 2, and my first thought is, I've never watched a movie from 1 and 2. I just, I go like, I can't do it. But in row 2, by time I had that seat like that, it was fine. Just a point. It's not a bad seat. There you go. That was a long story to find out there's not a bad seat at Mountain Cinema. Now I'm upset because I've been watching the movies, or not watching the movies, but looking at the classic cinema movies they run.
Yes. I want to see Forrest Gump.
There are story movies. See, I saw Forrest Gump on the big screen. Did you see it on the big screen?
No, I never saw it on the big screen.
Okay, I did. All right. I want to see like To Kill a Mockingbird on the big screen.
They had it in there?
It's gone, and I missed it.
Oh, well, they'll bring it back.
They got to bring it back because that is like one movie I want to see on the big screen. Okay, what else is going on?
I just wanted to mention this Saturday. If you're ready to get out of the house, and hopefully the weather will cooperate because I think we've had enough.
Cooperate?
Rain. I can't talk. I'm stuffy.
It's okay. I'm not correcting you. I just want to make sure I understand that you want the weather to cooperate.
I want it to cooperate.
There you go.
But I'm stuffy. So, lots of new stuff coming into some of our boutiques downtown. But Whimsy's having their Winter Blues Shop the Rack. And I know Easter is like a ways away, but I noticed some super cute stuff coming into some of the downtown boutiques for Easter, like cute little Easter dresses, and I saw like Mount Treasures has little Easter baskets, and so lots of cute Easter things coming in if you want to go ahead and get your Easter stuff to get in the spring spirit.
That's what I did with my shirt. I know it's today's the last day of February, right?
Yes.
And tomorrow's March, but I'm getting ready this morning. I'm thinking, I want that bring on spring look. Bring
I decided that I'm going to stop drinking wine for 3 days. For 3 days. February 29th.
Hey, Josh, you remember I told
February
you
31st.
I wanted the sound effects board? You got to get that because when she said, I'm going to stop drinking wine for 3 days, I wanted you to hit the screeching brakes. Put the brakes on. All right, tell me this again.
I'm going to stop drinking wine on February 29th, February 30th, and February 31st.
Oh, you're silly. Forget it. Back up. Yes, you're 3 days.
Anyway, so all of this stuff is...
You drink wine daily?
Most of the time. I don't do it when I'm stuffy because it doesn't
But
taste
you drink
good.
wine daily.
Just about. Did you see the flooding in Napa Valley right now?
Don't care about Napa Valley. I'm focusing on your daily drinking of wine.
It's good to have a glass
Is
of
it?
wine every day.
Nice bottle of red.
I had to stop the wine to do shots of Fireball to try to open my sinuses because this is just miserable weather.
Okay, anyhow.
Anyway, so all of this stuff it can be found on our Facebook, our calendar
you jumped to
events,
that?
our blog. Yes, we're moving. We're getting things done today. It's a good segment. Lots of information, less chatty chat.
Okay, folks, before we do close, because Carla's Corner, she has to be somewhere. She's a busy lady. She has appointments. But everything we talked about this morning, you can find on the website. And when you go to the website, that's your cue. Everything.
Josh is like, you're early today.
Everything we talked about you can find on the website, GilmerChamber.com. And as you can see up there in the top corner is the calendar of events. Easy to see. Click right there, and as you do, all of the categories come up, and everything we talked about is in the calendar of events right there. Just check it out, and also all their information. You see the phone number there at the top. Contact us if there's something you're looking for and you can't find it. Hit that contact us or call the chamber. They'll be glad to help you out, and that's where you find everything. Now, we don't want to leave every single week until, okay, now I know St. Patrick's Day is March what?
March 16th.
Now hold on. Do not cut me off on this like you do. So March 16th is St. Patrick's Day, meaning March 15th is the grand opening.
I said that of the Welcome Center.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
You did
yes,
not.
I did.
We have everything on tape, so you don't have to
Playback.
argue.
Playback.
You don't have to argue. You didn't say that. So anyhow, St. Patrick's Day is the 16th. Mm-hmm. The Downtown Welcome Center at the Watkins House opens March 15th. You don't want to miss it. We're going to have a big time. It's going to be a really big deal.
Yes, it's going to be. I've already had people downtown are like, I can't wait for me to say, oh, if you need information, right over there. Oh, questions about that, right over there. Restrooms, right over there. Just having that.
Right over there.
Right over there.
All right.
We should just call it the right over there.
Before we go, what do you have at your house that blooms, and don't say onion, okay, that blooms that gets everybody all messed up with allergies? What do you got that's blooming in your yard?
I don't think anything. The only thing I have is this white flowery thing. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, pear trees.
No, not that. That's not a tree. This is a bush.
Oh, a bush. Oh, you got a bush, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. I don't have any pear trees in my yard.
You got you got azaleas?
Yeah, but they're not doing anything yet.
Okay.
My azaleas always bloom late.
I have a cherry in the middle of the yard
I don't have any of those either.
that when I first moved there I thought was absolutely beautiful. And then I have 3 pear trees that when I first moved here I thought it was beautiful. And I still think they're beautiful, but
I think I had to go to downtown Atlanta last weekend. I'm thinking this is like downtown Atlanta junk. Like, I'm just not used to the air that's breathed down there.
Downtown.
That's what I think it is. Like, I
Downtown
don't go
Atlanta
downtown.
junk. I can double that. I was there this week.
It's something about the air. Like, if you're not used to it, your sinuses freak out.
Well, if you're walking around and you walk over those nice little steam vents that are not really steam vents.
Maybe that's it. I
bring
don't
up-
know. But I have been fine until I went downtown this weekend. And I'm thinking it's just the air. Like, my body is meant to breathe mountain air, not breathe downtown air.
Meant to breathe mountain air. And let me tell you where you can do that, folks. Right up here in North Georgia. Come on up, say hello, enjoy the bloom. I know you come for the changing of the leaves and things like that, but now it's time. I'll tell you this, starting this weekend, come up and look at everything in full bloom because it's beautiful out. Spend your March in Gilmer County. I wrote that, put that down. Spend your March in Gilmer County. Spring break, come on up here. Get your cabin, enjoy everything we have in the outdoors, spring break, hiking, everything. That being said, we're going to go because it's time for the end of Carla's Corner. We need an ending song like Happy Trails that we sing going out. I like that. You don't remember Happy Trails, do you?
I'm not
do you?
singing.
Anyhow. Okay, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Stay tuned because right after these commercials, it's time for Tax Tips with Beth Bennett. And then after Tax Tips with Beth Bennett, we'll get into some of those really exciting subjects.
Is it exciting?
Yeah, I think they're exciting.
Sure.
Sure. Take us out of here, Josh.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's truck season at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means it's time to haul home a payload of savings. Now save up to $6,700 off new Chevy Colorados at Days, or save up to $10,000 off new Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cabs. If Chevy makes the truck, we've got it, and you're going to save big during truck season. Going on right now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hey folks, we're back, and it's that time of the year, tax season, and that's when we have our tax specialist, Beth Bennett. It's now time for Tax Tips with Beth Bennett from H&R Block. How are you, Beth?
I'm great, Brian. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. Okay, so let's get anything out of the way that we want to say that surrounds rain. If you want to say something that surrounds rain, get it out of the way now.
I'm trying to decide if I need a bass boat, a pontoon boat, or a speedboat.
Okay. We got to give everybody that opportunity on social media.
Trade in the car, you know.
On social media, what about the one picture of somebody in a boat rowing past the windows of a house? You know,
I like it.
You know, so oh yes, we have a little rain up here in North Georgia, all of the North Georgia, Western Carolina area. But we're talking taxes, and it is now we are in tax season, but we'll get to this in a minute. Tax season is all year round, but this is filing season.
This is filing season.
All right, we'll go with that. What do we want to talk about today and share with our viewers?
So I thought we'd talk about itemized deductions. Okay, I think it's a big misconception this year that you can't itemize, when in fact you can still itemize. We just want to make sure that it's most beneficial for you to itemize. So I thought we'd talk about some changes that came with that and why you could or shouldn't itemize.
What are some of the deductions, itemized deductions, that you could take in the past that you can't, or you still can, or the number one misconceptions out there of deductions right now?
So one of the big things right now is that, you know, your standard deduction practically doubled. So like last year, a married couple standard deduction was $12,600. This year that went to $24,000. So now to itemize, probably in most cases you want to beat that. So you want to have more than $24,000 or very close to $24,000 to itemize, and that be more beneficial for you on your tax return. So that's a misconception. Well, I can't itemize, but you still can. It's like, for instance, I know one tax return, the person had only $21,000 on their tax return in itemized deductions, but it still came out better for them to itemize versus taking the standard deduction because the benefits that it carried to their state return. So you got to look at everything on the tax return. You can't just look in one little spot. You can't just look 21,000 to 24. Well, that doesn't help. You got to look at the whole big picture. So keep that in mind. Look at the whole tax return. Sometimes you might lose a little bit here on your federal, but you gain enough on your state. So that's a really big deal because the state has a $3,000 personal, or not a personal, a standard deduction. So if you itemize on your federal and you get $21,000, that carries to the state. So $21,000 to $3,000, that's a huge difference, right? So you want to make sure you're looking at that. So that's one thing for the state of Georgia to look at. That's huge. Okay. Then the next is there's been several changes in itemizing this year. One big thing is moving expenses. If you moved because of a job, you can no longer take that expense. Only the military can take that. So that's a big deal now. Medical expenses. That went down to 7.5%. It's really hard to take medical expenses. Most people that get to take that have some type of very major illness. They see doctors a lot, take a lot of medications, and those expenses come above and beyond what their insurance pays for. It's really hard to meet that. Usually it's got to be something catastrophic happened in your life. So medical is not something a lot of people get to take anyway, but if you have something happen, you want to keep up with that. Like, let's just say you were in a major car wreck. And after that car wreck, you go to physical therapy for a year. And you have miles. Because, you know, we live in Ellijay, and sometimes we have to drive, I don't know, Canton, Marietta to go to our doctor's offices to reach those specialists. Those mileage, that mileage back and forth to therapy and doctor's offices, that's tax deductible.
So,
that
if you have, and I don't know how many people are aware of that. So because, you know, we're in North Georgia and we have some great medical care here, but we don't have all of the facilities that we need in North Georgia. So when you have something, whether it's rehabilitation or continuing surgeries, and it's something with, you know, a neurologist or something like that, you may be traveling to Atlanta 3 times a month.
Correct.
And you need to be aware when you go to these appointments based on health care, that is deductible.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, because I think a lot of people, I for one did not realize if I just have a doctor's appointment for some reason, but if I have continuing care on something.
Right, if you're just going, you know, a couple times a year, it's
Right.
not going to benefit
But
you.
if
You're
it's
not going to have
something
enough.
where I have to go, you know, 3 times a month to Atlanta, or I've got to go to Gainesville or whatever twice a month for follow-up because I've gone through an accident or gone through, whether it be something medical that related, that could add up, and that's deductible.
Right. Anything that comes out of pocket after taxes. So, like, you know, on my husband's pay, his insurance is through his company.
Right.
And they take that payment for his insurance out before taxes. So that doesn't count for us. That's not tax deductible because they didn't take it out after taxes.
Okay,
right? So that's not
right.
tax deductible. It's pre-taxed. So, like when I pay my co-pay to go to the doctor, that's tax deductible, but I only go to the doctor a couple times a year. Fortunately, I don't have anything ongoing that I go to the doctor regular, you know, and it's $30. So it doesn't add up enough. It's got to exceed 7.5% of your income before you get to take it. See why I said it's really hard to meet that. So medical's a pretty hard one to meet.
Let me ask you one other question before we close this morning. Excuse my cough. One other question before we close. Now, we've been. I haven't seen any articles basically this week, but for the past month, there's been several articles that some refunds are smaller this year. Some people are receiving smaller refunds, and they don't know why. What is the reasoning, or are you seeing smaller refunds this year?
We are seeing smaller refunds for people, and the biggest part of that is because, and we talked about it last year, I talked about it a whole bunch last year, and I've talked about it again this year. Last year, when Donald Trump put the TCIJ, Tax Cuts and Drawbacks, what he did was he reduced the tax tables on your paycheck.
Right.
Okay? So people had less withholding in their paychecks. Unfortunately, in today's world, almost everybody has direct deposit. And the withholding change was so minimal. So for example, if you're paid bi-weekly and made $40,000 and married claiming zero, you might have seen a $20 difference. So if your check just goes in the bank, and most people today don't balance their bank accounts, they just look and make sure money went in, but they're not always checking to see how much, or your pay isn't this exact same every week. You might not have noticed an extra $20. Or weekly it might have been $7 or $10. So people didn't notice that, but when you add $10 up per week, 52 weeks, it's $520, right?
Mm-hmm. That's
$520 at the end of the year. That's a big difference on a refund.
Right. So if you did not pay in, and let's just say, your biweekly was $30, and you didn't pay $30 biweekly, that's $60 a month. All right, average six times 12, and once you do that, you're 720. Is that 720? 6 times 12, 72.
Yeah.
Maybe,
so,
I don't know. I'm just
yeah,
that wasn't my strong point.
I calculated.
So
a lot of people would see an $800 difference this year.
Okay, so
that was just my guess.
I said 720, but okay,
Yeah.
if you say 800.
Yeah.
And you know what amazes me still, and not to get into that discussion, but why we continue to loan our money to the government up front and then find excitement in them giving our money back.
Well,
I'm sorry. I
personally don't.
I understand.
I try to break even. I'm even happy with Owen because I'd rather hold my money all year.
Exactly.
But a lot of people, Brian, use that as their savings account because they can't control their spending habits, and that's their vacation money, or I want new carpet this year, or I need a down payment for a new car. And so they come in with us and they plan, I need a refund of $2,000. And we help them plan that for their paychecks. So that was one of the things I talked a whole lot about last year. All the tax talks I did, anywhere that I spoke, I said, guys, go see someone, plan for this. It's big changes. You need to plan. Change your W-4s. Make sure your withholding is where it needs to be. My daughter's husband did not. She was ready to just, bend him into and...
We're recording this.
I know. He knows. We've talked about it.
Oh, we've thought.
Yeah. He knows. Mike knows. She's a mean thing.
All right, already. Whoa. All right. But
so,
no, what I'm saying is I don't understand why somebody would want to loan your money to the government, and then you get excited that they give your money back. But
with
that's
no interest.
With no interest whatsoever, but that is.
But we're all in different spots in our financial world, and so we just roll with that. And we try to help everybody the best that.
But the reality is, if you didn't pay in $800 last year, you actually had $800 of expendable income.
Correct.
And the government's not going to give it back to you because you didn't pay it in.
Right. It just was in such small amounts in your paycheck, you didn't notice it because, like I said, with direct deposit. And $7 to $10 was like if you're talking like $40,000, the difference was like $7-10 a week.
Well,
so
the
best. Did you notice it?
The best, the thing though that I found interesting in the big media outlets and newspapers in the last month were writing these and bringing in economists and everything to answer these questions of why tax refunds were smaller. And I know they understand why. you know, they understand why. So, like you said, a lot of people use that as a savings account.
They do. They genuinely do.
You know, I don't want to brag as being someone that saves money and has done a good job, but I just want to go back. Let's see, let's go back 35 years. Not you. You can't go back that far. I
can go back that far.
All right. So let's go back 35 years. So a good friend of mine said one time, how much money do you save a week? And I said, you know, at this time I'm married with 2 children. And I said, I just really can't. Well, let's use $400 a week. So let's say I'm making $400 a week.
That's good money 35 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. He was rich.
Rich. So let's say $400 a week 35 years ago. But my friend said, he said, why can't you save? I said, it takes me every penny to live. He said, that's what you will always say. You will always say. He said, so if you'll go through the bank on Friday and you will deposit $390 into your checking account and $10 in a savings account, it'll take you $390 to live and you'll be okay. So
correct.
Right? So that's
it
right.
does.
Beth, before we go, anything else we want to talk about this morning concerning anything happening out there that people need to know concerning their tax filing this year?
Well, I would like to also go back to the itemized deductions, because one of the really big changes this year on that is the state and local tax change, and that is now capped at $10,000, and that's a really big change because that includes your state withholding on your paycheck and your property tax. So that's now capped at $10,000. So if you had more than $10,000 in withholding or more than $10,000 in property tax, or that combined, it's now capped at $10,000. And so that's another hindrance that will hold you back on your itemizing. So be careful and look out for that.
Folks, those are some big changes in itemized deductions, but you know, if you're wondering what can I itemize, what can I deduct, what can I do, you call Beth Bennett, H&R Block. You come and see them. Now, how many locations do you have?
We have 8 locations in 6 cities.
8 locations in 6 cities, and H&R Block. And if you call them, they have hours that they operate, but at the same time, they look to work with you anyway. If you have your schedule does not work schedule doesn't allow you to get in there in their office hours, they'll set something up with you. They'll make sure everybody that calls, can I say this? Everybody that calls H&R Block, Beth Bennett, it says, hey, I want you to do my taxes and I need to file my taxes. I guarantee they will work with you somehow, some way, right?
Absolutely.
Got it. I knew I could do that.
We'll take good care of you.
That's right. So there you go, tax tips. And if you'd like to share this with your friends, you can always go to our YouTube channel, FYN TV, Fetch Your News YouTube channel, and in the playlist, click on the playlist, and you'll find H&R Block Tax Tips with Beth Bennett. Thank you very much, Beth.
Thank you,
stay dry. I guess that's...
I don't think it's possible.
Okay, there you go. All right, we'll be back in just a minute with some of our closing statements of the day.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Better days ahead.
It's truck season at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means it's time to haul home a payload of savings. Now save up to $6,700 off new Chevy Colorados at Days, or save up to $10,000 off new Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cabs. If Chevy makes the truck, we've got it, and you're going to save big during truck season. Going on right now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Okay, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I want to thank Beth Bennett, Tax Tips with Beth Bennett. You can always find that on the website. Carla's Corner. Now, Josh, this is a new segment. We ready? Okay, now you're going to have to do some things. Now, folks, this is how it is if you're new to the show. First of all, let's tell them how they can contact us, Josh. There's our phone number right there on the screen. That is a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week phone number that we keep with us. It's our news tip line and also our show phone. You could be texting me right now, and if at any time you want to text me and be on the show, just send me that. There's the email and all the social media ways you can follow the show. Now, that being said, Josh, if you're new to the show, sometimes I give Josh some things to do on the fly, right? On the fly. So as you're listening out there, Josh, write this down. Josh says, that kind of day, huh? I want this on the bottom of the screen. Call Georgia House Representative District 35 or call District 35 Georgia House Rep Ed Setzler, Setzler, okay, Republican, Ed Setzler, District 35. Call him, and here's the phone number, 404-656-7857. 404-656-7857. And tell him, I want this at the bottom of the screen, so take your time, tell me if there's anything, and tell him you support House Bill 481. You support House Bill 481, also known as the Heartbeat Bill. The Abortion Heartbeat Bill. Did you get all that? You can put it as a big thing at the bottom of the screen that stays there that they can see. It could cover up half my computer. I don't care. I'm about to talk about this, and as soon as you do whatever you want to do, I want it on there so people can see it, okay? All right, so go ahead and put his picture up, and I'll get to talking about it. Now, this happens to be, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to mix the two situations, okay? Victims. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Take his picture down. He may not want to be associated with this. All right? I'll tell you when to go back. Victims. Okay? Now, I understand Eric Erickson, and I understand Debbie Dooley, a friend of mine, okay? And I understand many of you out there, and I understand Margaret Williamson, and I understand everybody, and the reason I name you is you're just pounding the social media wanting Ralston, the Speaker of the House, gone. I understand Mike Skupine, friend of mine, sure hope he is still. I understand Representative Matthew Gutler. I understand Representative David Clark, which put the resolution forward that said he wanted David Ralston, House Speaker of Georgia, to step down and resign. I went to his press conference. He talked about biblical things, okay, and doing the right thing. I understand all of that, okay? And I understand everything surrounding that is supposed to be about the victims. The victims, which I understand that no way whatsoever do we think here it's okay if a child molester walks free, if guilty. We still live in that country, if guilty. But there's no way a child molester should walk free. There's no way, okay, that someone that rapes a lady should walk free. It's just not. We here support the victims. But if you're going to do that, and if you're going to yell so loud on social media, my hope is you will you will equal the amount of yelling on social media for House Speaker David Ralston to leave based on the victims, and you're caring for the victims, and it's all about the victims. I hope you will jump on board. Now, I've told you multiple times I'm not an activist. But I think if you're new to the show, I'm pro-life. I have taken the state of Georgia to task, okay, for not having the heartbeat bill. I have talked, I have the tape to then candidate Brian Kemp multiple times about the heartbeat bill. I'm pretty sure if I go on tape, my governor now, Brian Kemp, promised to sign the heartbeat bill. And I'm going to tell you, when it comes to being an activist, that's when I become an activist. Because we have watched, we have to take a stand. It's not religion, I'm not going there. It's life. Go ahead and put it up. You can have it up there the whole time I'm talking now. It's life. Okay? Now, if we have heard the governor from Virginia, Ralph Northam, talk about delivering a baby. And you remember, we talked about here from being on this side of the womb and this side of the womb. We watched Ralph Northam, okay, talk about keeping the baby comfortable. And go ahead and put his picture up, because this is on the bottom of the screen. We want you to call his office, and we want you to tell him you support HB 481, the abortion heartbeat bill. And the reason I put abortion is the heartbeat bill, you can read it, when a heartbeat is found. Now, their headlines this morning is basically saying that this bill will basically make abortion in Georgia against the law. Thank you, sir. I'm coming to the Capitol. If you give me a minute of your time, I want to shake your hand, okay? And I want to tell you in any way I can, sir, I will support this in any way, no matter who's in front of it. I will tell them get out of the way and vote for this and get it to the governor's desk. We have watched Ralph Northam in Virginia talk about the other side of the womb. I have to put it like that, the exit side, the birth, the live birth. And we keep the baby comfortable and then make the decision. We have watched the bill up in New York. We have watched the other bills. We just finished watching Bed and Sass on the Senate, where every single Democrat voted not to require a physician to give care to a live baby born from a botched abortion. We have watched all of this. Now, there's multiple states, and I don't want to go through them now, that have what's called the heartbeat bill. Okay? I think the new governor of Ohio just signed theirs, I think, the heartbeat bill. And I've taken Georgia to task for not having this bill in place. And now this representative, Ed Setzler, from the 35th District, a Republican, has introduced, and let me get it up here, House Bill 481. All right? 2 weeks ago, I just want to say this, 2 weeks ago, someone called me and said, just out of the clear blue sky, just called me and said, hey, do we have the heartbeat bill? I said, no, we do not. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. All right. And then last week, Someone called me from the Capitol under the Gold Dome and said they're getting ready to drop, that's what they call a bill, they're getting ready to drop the heartbeat bill. It's getting ready to come down. Now, the individual who told me this, I trust as a source, but I said, you know what, I'm not going to bring it up on the show, talk about it until it hits. It's actually something that has been filed, okay, and is something being considered. And it did Monday. That being said, and this is the article from the 26th, had a long week, wanted to focus on this. The 26th from the AJC, there's a lot of articles. Georgia Republican files heartbeat bill that would effectively ban abortion. An Ackworth Republican lawmaker has filed legislation that would effectively ban abortions in Georgia. Now remember, this is the AJC and it's their spin. State Representative Ed Setzler on Monday introduced House Bill 481, which would outlaw abortions once a doctor can detect a heartbeat in the womb. Okay? A similar bill is expected to be filed in the Senate this week. Now, the Senate bill is the one I was aware of last week. I was aware of the Senate bill this week, okay? This one I was not aware of. So that's why I was waiting. Okay, I was aware when I got a phone call from under the Gold Dome last week that the heartbeat bill was coming. I was waiting and expecting the Senate bill, not the House. So the good news to those of us out here that are looking at all the victims and the murder daily. So don't give me your conviction on doing the right thing for victims. Don't give me your conviction on why something should happen. I want to see your social media blow up with HB 41. Because this hit Monday, and I've been waiting. Nothing. Crickets. This hit Monday. Okay? Today's the 28th. This article came out on the 26th. I've been watching all your social media. Crickets. I don't see any of you, and I'll say this as nicely as I can, I don't see any of you on the upper holy echelon posting how much you support HB 481. No, I'm not saying that. I'm kind of confused. So I don't want to make this a David Ross and Speaker of the House thing. I just want to say to you, Eric Erickson, went to school for theology or whatever. Eric Erickson, the super holy, higher echelon of people in the world that is just a little better than me. You out there on social media, I know you, okay? Where are you? Where are you on HB 481 and the Senate bill coming up? Let's do this, folks. Let's do this as a state. Introduced HB 4, which would outlaw abortions once a doctor can detect a heartbeat in the womb. You go in, doctor gives you the old pregnancy test. It's positive. Doctor rubs a little jelly on the belly and starts trying to hear a heartbeat. He doesn't get anything, but he's got a positive test. Hey, you can have your abortion, I guess, right? But if the doctor rubs the old jelly on the belly, it starts wandering around there, and here's a here's a heartbeat. A similar bill is expected to be filed in the Senate this week. Doctors say a heartbeat is typically detected when a fetus reaches 6 weeks gestation. That is the heartbeat bill across the country. I think I'm going to throw out there 11 other states, but there's several. Current Georgia law allows abortions up to 20 weeks. This would be 6. This would cut it down to 6 when they can hear a heartbeat. Cut it back 14 weeks, 20 weeks. Anti-abortion advocates praise the proposal, saying it could save thousands of innocent lives. Georgia Right to Life President Ricardo Davis said the bill is a hopeful step towards the ultimate goal of adopting a personhood amendment to the state constitution that would protect an innocent human life from fetalization through natural death. Okay, Stacy Fox, president of abortion rights group Planned Parenthood Southeast, said if the legislation passes Setzler's proposal, it would not stand up in court. All right, so all I'm saying is I have waited. I know many of you are saying, well, I thought you're not an activist. If you're new to the show, you will find out. If you've been watching for some time, I am very vocal on abortion. I have talked about Governor Northam in Virginia and his disgusting claim that the new Virginia bill that has not been adopted yet would allow for the birth and then recitation of the baby, not fetus, baby, okay? We now know that the Democrats, all Democrats in Congress with the exception of 3, and we know why they did not vote with the Democrats, all the Democrats do not agree with the bill put in place by Ben Sass, okay, concerning a baby being born from a botched abortion would then require a physician to administer the same gestation, the same amount of medical care as any other baby born, period. I don't want to disgust you, but we know story after story on the internet, YouTube, and different investigations selling body parts or the botched abortions. The babies are still alive and they cut them up and in the trash. Sorry to tell you that story, but it's true. Sir, I support you. I thank you for your courage, okay, to do this. And I have called your office, and I've already told your office how much I support HB 481, and thank you for it. I hope you out there, you know who you are. I hope all of you in Georgia will start calling his office and saying, thank you very much. We support 481. Now, I did not put it on the screen, okay? And I will tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Friday. We're in Blue Ridge, but we'll stay on this story. But I'm going to ask you also to call the governor's office, call your representative, and call Speaker Ralston's office, okay? Just as important as the social media blast and the airwaves for removing Speaker Ralston, and you're putting out all the phone numbers and you're telling who to call, how about these victims here, if that's what it's all about, is the victims, whether it be of a crime, whether it be of rape, child molestation, or the murder of the unborn. So why don't you do this? Why don't you call Governor Brian Kemp's office and say, I support HB 41. I want to get my name on a list. Why don't you call Speaker David Ralston's office and say, I support HB 41. I want to get my name on the list. Why don't you call this man's office, Ed Setzler, and tell him, District Representative of 35th District, that you support HB 481, and call your representative and tell them you support HB 481. Go ahead and call your state senator, knowing a bill is coming today or is already here from the Senate side, that you support 481 and you look forward to supporting the Senate bill. But trust me, the heartbeat bill, thank you very much, sir. We have watched the disgusting other side of the Democrats. Be prepared for the attack. Do not believe this will hurt us in 2020. Do not. Because Americans are disgusted of what Planned Parenthood and pro-abortion groups, pro-abortion groups as the Democrat Party, have went and done. They've gone too far. I'm your host, BKP. I'm going to take a brief break and we'll come back and wrap up a couple things.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's truck season at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means it's time to haul home a payload of savings. Now save up to $6,700 off new Chevy Colorados at Days, or save up to $10,000 off new Chevy Silverado 1500 crew cabs. If Chevy makes the truck, we've got it, and you're going to save big during truck season. Going on right now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to be done here in just a minute. A couple quick things before we go. Now, all day long we'll be hearing about Michael Cohen, and you'll be hearing about the president's, he just drove over, he flew over. Now, Kim Jong-un has 2 full days to think this out on the bullet train back to North Korea. And the North Korea people are obviously being told one thing, but they're hopeful that the train will come through town where they live and they'll just start throwing food out the window, but it's not going to happen. If you have number 10, whenever you do, now, this is what you'll see all day long. This was at 5:01 a.m. Eastern Time. Right out of the box, Trump slams Michael Cohen after his explosive testimony. Explosive. Now, we know very clear that Cohen went yesterday and lied all day long, could not bring them their Russian collusion that they wanted, could not really drop a dime, okay? If memory serves me right, it's only him and Roger Stone. It's only him and Donald Trump in the office when Roger Stone says, hey, Julian Assange is getting ready to drop these DNC emails. He can't prove or substantiate nothing. We already know that Cohen fraudulated. He forged documents for loans personally himself. He is charged with forging documents that he's going to prison. That's part of the indictments down through there that they left out. So the documents he brought yesterday, so it's like the one guy, and I forget his name, he did an outstanding job, and he laid out, okay, you brought documents, but over here, we have all these documents you forged. Okay, you say this, but over here's where you lied before. He wanted a job in the White House. So anyhow, that being said, I want to close with this. Remember Now let's get this clear, okay? Let's not forget. Remember, he said he is actually one that came up with the idea of Donald Trump running for office. Not this. I forget the year he said it was. Not this past time that Trump ran. And he come up with the website electdonaldtrump.com or something. He launched that. That was a long time ago. That was probably when Michael Cohen thought he could get Donald Trump to run for president as a Democrat. Because this guy right here is a New York, Manhattan Democrat, low-life Democrat of Manhattan that actually wasn't prepared to flip. And I say that, there was a lot of talk, accusations, and going after Trump that, hey, he's really a Manhattan Democrat. Well, Trump ran as a Republican, is acting like a Republican, whether they want to say it or not, and is making some pretty good decisions as President of the United States. Cohen couldn't make the flip with Trump. He's a real Democrat at heart, period. So that being said, he is a liar, but what I tell you earlier, they will say the only way to know it's true, right? Let's go over to the deal here. And the deal is, let's go to the deal. Number 9, the summit, okay? This is something that has played over and over. The table. Oh, the media, they just sensationalize. Look at the glasses. Half full. Trump leaves North Korea summit with no deal. Lunch was canceled. Got up and came home. Mr. President, I still support you. Mr. President, I know there has to be several deals. Mr. President, I know Ronald Reagan got up from Reykjavik and left Gorbachev sitting at the table so he could get home for supper. And I'm glad you got up and left him. And I apologize on all Americans that the Democrats and the deep state media put you in the position that Rocket Man, Kim Jong-un, thought you had to have a win so bad in this country that you would do anything. You showed them. Thank you. Period. You also have shown the Chinese you'll walk away from a deal too if it's not right. He's brilliant, folks. Michael Cohen is a bozo, a liar. If you want to talk about a racist, a cheat, a scoundrel, all the above, corrupt, that's Michael Cohen. I'm your host, BKP. I'm going to be out of here. Tomorrow, don't forget, tomorrow is, tomorrow, Blue Ridge. There you go. I get it out sooner or later, right? We'll be in Blue Ridge, Circuit World of Blue Ridge on our Friday show. Good morning from Circuit World in Blue Ridge. Ask the Doc, North Georgia Senior Living, Pet of the Week from the Humane Society, and then the All-Star Political Panel. Today, we're going to be doing some, we're going to be setting up Candace's show. It's just going to be called Candace. Candace, boom! Candace from the All-Star Panel. You haven't seen her in a couple weeks. She will be doing her own show. So today, she's going to be in studio doing testing and getting everything ready for her show to launch. So we got a lot going on. So follow us on social media and check out FYN TV, Fetcher News YouTube channel. I'm your host, BKP. I'll be back tomorrow morning from Circuit World.